What's up, y'all? I guess I'm gonna make my first vlog, huh? We are currently out here, Valley of the Gods. Pretty sick. Me and my two pups, Zia and Pia. See behind me, it looks like there's about to be a storm. It's been snowing on and off my whole way up here, getting through the Four Corners. We left from Taos, New Mexico this morning, close to the Taos Ski Valley. And if you look over here, got a little bit of sunshine, overcast, a little mixture of everything. So this is gonna be my first vlog. I can't wait for you guys to see it. We just pulled up. It's like 4 p.m. Got like another maybe hour and a half of sunshine left. And then, we're gonna set up camp. We're gonna get ready, start a little fire, get ready to cook some food, all the things. My setup, so my setup today is pretty simple. Keep everything ratcheted in so the dogs have plenty of room. I drive this old Explorer, 5-speed manual, no cruise control, no nothing. Simple, basic vehicle. Got a little bit of firewood on the top. Get ready to process that here once we get our tent set up. But yeah, pretty basic. So, one thing you always got to remember when you're camping, hiking, all that, is that, like, if it's just for a day and a night, sure, slum it up, whatever. But the conditions out here in southern Utah, they're brutal. And especially in the winter, you think in the summer it's dry and hot out. Well, when it's dry and cold out, it can be even worse. So we're gonna wash our face, wash our body a little bit. We're gonna cover ourselves in some homemade salve that I make. I make these like body balms, kind of to help support your skin, nourish it, keep it thick and rich. So before we get started for the day, now that the sun has come up, me and the dogs, we're going to go adventure. And it's really important for us to just hydrate our skin, hydrate our body, and then eat a couple snacks and make sure that we're ready to adventure. And then we'll probably come back here a little bit later on this afternoon, set up camp, set up dinner, do all the things all over again. Maybe it'll snow, who knows. We're getting ready for our day. I'm not really too much of a gearhead. I'm not like loyal to this or loyal to that or da-da-da. I'm more the type of person that's like, it needs to be durable, it needs to be comfortable, and you need to be able to like go out there and get it for the day. So pretty simple setup today. Long sleeve shirt, bucket hat, shades. I got a smaller shirt underneath here, and then a vest that'll help keep our core warm. I have a pair of these thick insulated gloves, construction gloves, in case we gotta climb some stuff, and also in case it starts getting really windy and my hands get cold. One thing that I have been very true with are these Mountain Spirit day packs. Had them for a couple years. This is my second one that I've had. Super comfy, fit a couple snacks, fit all your gear in there. I do have like a smaller, like short hiking bag that I just throw the water bottle in and a collapsible dog bowl or something, and I'm good to go. But for today, we're gonna want to eat a little bit of lunch. We're gonna want to chill. And we're gonna want to enjoy ourselves. The one other important thing that I try to always keep on me is my mossy oak knife. It's a super sweet hunting knife, good for making kindling, good for keeping sharp, all the things. You know, you never know when you're gonna need one out here. We are in the Wild West, so you never know. You just never know, you know? It's one of those things you'd rather have on you than not have on you. One other nice little piece of gear that I keep is I have this carabiner. Keeps my keys on there. Also has a nice little pocket knife on there. One of the most useful tools. Super nice. Gotta open a little piece of fruit. Gotta open a box. You know, I do run a small business, so, you know, constantly need knives and razors and stuff like that on me. So that's the plan. The dogs have been up for a little bit now. Surprisingly, my lab, Zia, this one right here, he typically is the one that's always trying to sleep in on me. And this morning he was up, he was cheery, he was ready to go. So we're gonna go adventure. They love this sagebrush. They love jumping all throughout this stuff. So I'm gonna finish kind of getting the camp a little bit tidy. I'm gonna leave a couple of things in my tent, but for the most part it's still gonna be pretty empty. We didn't really get to explore this too much yesterday because we showed up and it was getting ready to snow, and we had to set up camp before we got started. But today it's beautiful, it's sunny, it's about 8:30 in the morning. We've ate a couple snacks. Not really gonna do a big breakfast this morning. You know, I might do some sandwiches or something for lunch. I'm gonna leave the food in the car in case I want to post up and make a quick little bite while I'm over there. But nah, I think let's just bring some snacks and go hiking and come back here, and then we're gonna hunker down. One more night at Valley of the Gods. We're gonna hunker down out here. And we're gonna cook something really tasty, maybe some pasta or something tonight, something hearty and warm and delicious. All right. Well, I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna finish packing up, and then we'll see you guys in a bit.
Never going back again. Now that I've got everything flowing, thoughts are gonna be chosen. Oh, I got my mind on a mission, waste no time. And nothing's gonna break my stride, 'cause I can feel the call from every street. It's saying don't slow down. I can hear the universe speak. Get up there, my fist up high, building up smoke, set the world on fire.
Man, so I guess I was a little confused when I got out of Valley of the Gods. You know, I was just cruising, off-roading through that whole thing, and I made a right, and I guess I hit the Moki Dugway, which was one of the destinations, you know? So this place is beautiful. At the top of this thing, man, it is gorgeous. Just covered in snow, man. Must have maybe 5-6 inches of snowpack on the ground. The dogs are loving life. I mean, you literally, I don't think you can get much better than this, you know? This must be where all the elk hang out too, because I've seen some marks, you know, some footprints, some stuff like that. And you can see all the mountains that are over this pass. So I didn't really take any video going up this thing, so I'm gonna try to set up a tripod at the front of the car going down the whole thing. But yeah, we're gonna have to leave 1 or 2 of our stickers right here as a memento, see if anyone finds them. Peace. Woo! What's up, guys? Man, just trying to put that sticker up, and then I went to the back of my car to grab some sandwich supplies, and it's so cold out here that my hands started locking up, you know? And like typically I'm pretty good at doing the things, but fuck, it was cold. It was really cold. The wind chill up here is crazy. I can see the stop sign over here just swaying. So we're just gonna chill out. I got Z-Dog with me. P-Dog's in the back. We're just gonna try to warm up for a minute, and then yeah, we'll get back to you in a little bit. All right, so we made it back down to the lower elevation. That Moki Dugway, man, a whole lot of snowpack up there. Super windy, super cold. We almost froze. Now we're down here, back in the sunshine, back in the gear that we started with this morning. Thank goodness. You know, it might be a little bit chilly and a little bit windy, but we know it's going to warm up. We know our body temperature is going to warm up. And the nice part about being out here is you can just pick and choose what you want to play around in, right? So we found this rock structure, and it looks really cool. And we're going to see if we can climb up on it a bit. It looks like a cool little ridge line. I don't know. Maybe we can do it. It might be too much for the dogs. Might not be enough for the dogs. We'll find out. This is a structure. Not sure if it has a name or anything. I think maybe we'll be able to look it up. Valley of the Gods. But I'm hoping to climb up somewhere around here, cruise along the ridge line, and go right to the destination. Now, we're not going to climb to the top of that rock. That'd be a little ridiculous, but we're going to see what we can do. All right, so we've gotten a little bit closer to the structure. This is kind of how things go in southern Utah, is you find what you want to get to, you figure out the best way to do it. In my situation, I'm going to take these snowy slopes right here. Where am I? Right there. And we're gonna take those slopes. We're gonna go up there, and we're gonna kind of cruise along the ridge. So we'll see how we do. Also, I think my dog may have just spotted a coyote, which is no big deal. We all know who's gonna win in a fist fight. All right, it was certainly shady getting up here. If you don't know, these red rocks are pretty much dirt. They all fall apart, but we have made it up to our ridge line. Part of me wants to kind of walk this ridge line to the end and circle back through. It's pretty amazing being up here, though. If you look down, it's almost like being part of a topographical map. You know, all the valleys and bumps and everything. But yeah, let's get to the rock. We made it all the way to the top. This is epic, okay? This is Utah. This is how you have to do things. You go out here and you explore, right? You explore however you need to explore. okay to hike to the top of this, but you know, I'm kind of quickly giving up on that idea. Looks kind of hard to pass with the two dogs. If it was just me, I would go ahead and do it. You know, I'd probably climb some shady things, but the problem is I have one dog, Pia, this one. She gets a little scared, and I have another problem, which is Zia, this guy. And the problem is Zia, he's willing to try anything once, you know, even if he shouldn't. So we got to pick and choose with these dogs, but for the most part, you know, I have them hike some pretty steep terrain and they kill it every single time. It's definitely cool. You can see where all the snow melt goes. This is probably where all the elk and mountain lions and everything kind of congregates. Pia, you okay? Did you just slip? Come on, get up. You okay? Don't hurt yourself. Huh? All right. Day 3. We're out here a couple miles away from Goblin Valley. I was gonna get a campsite at Goblin Valley, but for $45 a night, plus they don't take your national parks pass, I found this beautiful campsite right here. Perfect place to set up shop. When I was on the way here, I met a guy at the gas station who had a fat truck bed full of wood, gave him $10, refilled on supplies. If you look over here, it's like a whiteout, right? We know the snow is coming. We know it's about to happen. It's just like when we pulled up to Valley of the Gods. We got about an hour of light left. We're going to set up camp. We're going to get the Mr. Buddy heater going, and we're going to rage a big old fire. So whoever was here before us blessed us with some nice firewood. So we're going to dig out this pit a little bit, make the structure a little bit nicer, and get ready to rage this fire. And we might even hike around here a little bit before we go into Goblin Valley tomorrow. Hang out. Probably leave the campsite set up right here. That way we can finish being in the park, come back, cook dinner, chill, and then head back to New Mexico the day after tomorrow. All right. Again, super blessed for this campsite. We've got our Mr. Buddy heater going. Tent's gonna be nice and warm tonight. We're gonna survive this storm. I'm really hoping that it dumps. I'm kind of excited. You know, it's like one of those things, right? Like, I do this trip in the winter for 2 reasons. One, the dogs, right? During the summer, it's too hot in these places, man. It's too arid, it's too gross, you know? And you can't just be leaving the dogs in the car during the summer versus the winter, where, like, if you need to explore without the dogs, they're fine, right? 2, I like to prove how tough I am, right? Like, it takes a certain type of person to want to do this. And that certain type of person is a guy like me, you know? And I always do this trip because I'm always really busy at the computer, working in my machine shop all day long, October through December. I am just swamped with orders, you know? So I always just need a reset on life around this time of the year, and that's what I'm doing right now. All right, so this is probably gonna be my last check-in outside before I get ready to hunker down for the night. Might hang out by the fire for a little bit. You can see the snow's already starting to accumulate a little bit. It's getting ready to get dark. It's a total whiteout out here. you know? So you never really know in Utah, you know, just how much snow you're gonna get, because you get different amounts in different places, you know? But I'm super stoked on it. This is ideal. This is exactly what I wanted. Much better. We got the ring light to work. Maybe we'll use it a little bit while we're inside the tent. We'll see. I don't want to drain too much battery. It's kind of hard to charge some things today. Maybe I can run it off my computer if there's still battery on it. But yeah, so just like I was saying, take your kindling, put your knife on there, your hunting knife, and you hit the far side of it until you make a split. It's nice to have a piece of wood too that you can hit it against. You know, and when you make all this kindling, you know, put it inside your tent, put it somewhere it's gonna stay dry. You know, it's super important. You know, this way in the morning, you know, things get freezing, I have some issues, I can light up a fire real quick, and I can throw a lot of wood on it real fast, make it big, you know. That's the other reason for bringing a large axe as well. It's nice to bring a stump with you on these trips too, but it's not necessary, you know. When you're out in the field, you're not necessarily gonna have a stump. But yeah, smaller you make them, the better. The more you make, the better. You can literally never have too much kindling, you know. So we'll just keep going on this pile until we get as much as we need. Also, here's a look at the puppers. This is Zia. He's a black Labradane mix, and he loves to cuddle on the bed. We'll kind of kick his legs over top of us or something before we go to bed. But he's really cute. He's the best boy. He likes being a little bit warmer, so he likes to be up on the cot, versus Sopa, who she likes to be cooler, so she stays on the far side away from the Mr. Buddy heater. And you can see the bottom of the door has been cracked on and off tonight. She's had snow falling on her. It's just fine. She's a good girl. Sometimes when it snows in New Mexico, she just lays out. She just lays out and sleeps in it. What a baby. One of the best things about winter camping, especially in this part of the country, is you can have fires. Because I'll tell you one thing, during the summer, this is typically a no-no. Alright guys, we're here. The dogs are happy as can be. We only got maybe 2 or 3 inches last night, so I don't think we'll have any trouble driving out of here. Or driving back here for that matter. But I think there's going to be another snowstorm, so don't really have service here either. Can't really check the weather, just kind of looking up in the sky. So probably going to give it to like 9 or 10 a.m. before I go to the park. Just because, you know, you probably want them to shovel the roads a little bit this morning before you kind of go in there and play. And then we're going to play. And then we're going to come back and probably cook dinner at like 4 or 5. But I gotta go. My hands are about to freeze off. It's still early for this. Day 3, running the same Mr. Buddy heater on the same tank of propane. I can't stress it enough, just getting the the propane adapter to be able to hook up to the large propane tanks on these things is huge. I've been running them like 14 hours a day, so that means this one's got almost 50 hours of run time on this little thing. When I turn it on low, you can see it kind of sputters. You probably hear it. Typically that's what I'll sleep with it on. It's just all the way on low. And again, you might want to turn it up just a scooch. But tonight, I'm not sure if we're going to get so lucky on night 4. We'll see. We'll probably turn it back on at around 6 p.m. And we've got 2.5 of the green bottles. Now, the green bottles, the green bottles only last maybe 3 hours, maybe 4 if you get lucky. So we'll see. We've had the privilege of sleeping in nothing but our robe and underwear and blankets in our sleeping bag every night. And I don't think we're gonna get that lucky tonight on our last night on the trip on the same tank of propane. I was trying to see if they had propane refills anywhere close to here, but we're a solid 40 miles away, which is fine. We'll have our little propane tanks on hand, and if we do run out on the big tank, we will put on our flannel lined pants and sweatpants and multiple layers of jackets, and and we'll switch out with the little propane tanks as we go throughout the night, which is fine. I'm cool with it. I feel like I've been spoiled this whole time hanging out in here without any clothes on for a lot of the time and just kind of relaxing and maxing out and just kind of maxing and relaxing and hanging out. It's been really good. I wouldn't have it any other way. And I'm stoked. I'm stoked to get back to town tomorrow. Stoked to get back to my girlfriend. Stoked to get back to work. Yeah, all the things. Over and out. Whew. It's about 8 a.m. in the morning. Goblin Valley day. Me and the dogs, we just hiked up this little canyon right here. Another beautiful Utah sunny day. But man, it is cold. I can feel my hands freezing. I feel my face freezing a little bit. And we only have 2.5 of the little cylinders of propane to make it through the night tonight. So I think we're gonna hike around Goblin Valley, probably try to come back here by 3:34, and then we're gonna probably start a pretty big fire, hang out by that till we're almost ready to go to bed, and then not start the heating in the tent until we're pretty much ready to go to bed. This is all weather depending too, and probably load up almost everything but, my cot, my tent, and whatever I'm wearing to bed tonight. That way we can wake up in the morning, and when it's freezing cold like this, we can just start one more fire, pack all of our shit, put it out, and get out of here. And get out of here safely, because, dude, 5-10 degrees in the morning, it's no joke. So, while we were on our morning hike, found this beautiful kind of island peak, and we're gonna hike out onto that, because I think that's where we're gonna get the best kind of panoramic view of this area that we're camping at right now. So me and the dogs, we're gonna try to frolic. Maybe I'll try to hold my phone a little bit while we're hiking up, so you can see what it's like to do this. Cool. So we're gonna hike down this shady little drop. Looks like the dogs already dropped down it. Whoo, slippery. Might go on our butt a little bit. There we go. Oh man. Cruise over here. Try to get up on these rocks. So I need to get one of those selfie sticks, huh? Is that what all the pros use? If you're a pro and you're watching this, let me know what type of gear I need to get myself. Because right now, it's just the iPhone 13, you know? So we'll see. We'll show you where camp is too. I think we'll be able to see when we get to the top of this. So yeah, that's the other nice thing about Utah. You don't just have to go to national parks. You know, you can just find cool camping spots. You go tear whatever up you wanna have fun on. You know. You know, this is obviously BLM, a designated camp spot. You know, they've turned out the road a little. All right, guys. So here's a full panoramic view. Goblin Valley is off in the distance over there. The road to our campsite goes about a half mile off until we get to our car down there. Yeah, I can zoom in so you can see. Boom. Not too bad. Nobody's plowed this road yet, but it's absolutely no big deal. I believe our car can make it through this little bit of snow, but I kind of want to get going to get into the park. I think we're gonna make a little breakfast before we go. Just a quick little egg sandwich or something, you know, get something in our belly. Sometimes with my eggs, you know, if the pan starts getting nice and hot, just pull it away from the fire for a minute, you know, and just let it cook itself in the pan before you get ready to flip them. That way you don't overcook them or nothing. Pretty basic breakfast today. Over easy eggs, 3 pieces of toast, and let's see how we did. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And sometimes I like to eat my yolks and then turn it into a little cheesy egg sandwich at the end. All right, it's about 10:30. Finally got our stuff together. Everybody's ready to ride. I think we're gonna do a couple of loops right here where we parked, just for fun, and then we're gonna take off. Maybe I'll get a little video. Well, guys, there's nobody here at Goblin Valley today. There's one other couple. They left. The sun is out. There's no wind. It's gorgeous. So we're not really wearing any clothes, and we're gonna walk around and play around, see how today goes. There's no point, right? Like, let your body absorb all this vitamin D. I know I might seem like a crazy person in the middle of the winter hiking around this place with no clothes, but, you know, like, we'll put clothes on when the time comes, but, you know, for now, while the sun's out, let's let our body absorb all this. BZ, come over here. Come here. Come here. This way. Come on. Come here. Come on. Alright, so we're out here, Goblin Valley. We've got this whole entire place to ourselves, not a single other person. And boy, is it some crazy energy out here. You know, it feels like a million different little goblins staring at you, even from the rock faces, right? And like, to be here in the winter is really special, you know, because this place doesn't get a lot of rain during the summer, you know. This is how all the erosion happens, is from wind and snow, everything like that, you know. And people, you know, they talk about vortexes and energy fields and stuff like that. Like, this is the type of shit that I like putting myself in the middle of, you know? Like, you can literally feel the raw energy of this place. I can feel it, my dogs can feel it, you know? And like, I'm not preaching anything. Absolutely nothing. But sometimes you just need to go to these little portals in the world, you know, and they make you feel so grounded when you do. And when you get that time alone by yourself in these quiet little energy fields, it's kind of unreal. All right, we've packed up camp. Make sure we put out the fire real good. Packed most of the stuff in the car onto the roof. Couple of ratchets, should be good for the ride home. Whew. 5th year in a row doing this. I'm gonna keep coming back to this place. I think next year I have to do Bryce Canyon and Zion, and then I think we're gonna move on from southern Utah for a little bit, find somewhere else to do these winter solo camping trips. Peace out.